Hello, everybody. Welcome to TOI Digital. We are back again with our daily show looking at India Tour of England. This is Beyond the Boundary. And we have with us Pratyush joining us from Delhi. And we also have Gaurav Gupta, who's joining us from Mumbai. And we are at lunchtime on the fourth day of the fifth and final test match between England and India, currently being played at the Oval in London. Uh, Gaurav, how costly is that mistake by Mohammed Siraj going to cost India? How costly is it going to be? The catch that wasn't to be of Harry Brook.
Well, that could be a dangerous mistake. Harry Brook is a very dangerous batsman, and we've seen how in this series often the way he attacks the bowlers, the way he goes after them, it could be very dangerous. And I'm fearing that Harry Brook could actually go ahead and even because he's an essential integral part of this whole baseball approach that England have. So this could be a very risky, very costly error, and I hope somewhere down the line, the Indians are able to control the game and sort of get the remaining wickets but they need to sort of convert these chances. Otherwise, this is going to be a big problem because England have enough time on their hands. Remember to get to this target. So
Yeah,
and the pitch hasn't really deteriorated enough for the spinners to come into play.
yeah. Some comments on the subscriber from the subscribers. PPRR1234 and Pratyush. Uh, please start answering them. Gaya match, Gigi resigned though, not our Gigi, the India head coach Gigi. And PPRR1234 also says, Pill choker, remove captaincy button. Basically saying that Gill is choker. And Arvind Atreya says, I think Chase will be like 22, Edgbaston, like Bairstow, Brook is playing now. एंड नीलेश सिंह सेज सिराज यार जितना अच्छा बॉलर है उतना ही बेकार फील्डर उसका ये फर्स्ट टाइम नहीं मिस जजमेंट इससे पहले भी कितनी बार कर चुका है कम ऑन प्रत्युष आंसर द क्वेश्चन
जीजी का आई मीन यार अभी अगर दो दो हो गया तो फिर नैरेटिव चेंज हो जाएगा राइट आई मीन if Siraj and Akashdeep and Prasidh Krishna will bowl well, but I think I don't know. I don't. There has been few mistakes in selection throughout the series. We have seen it, right? I mean, apni batting, we have scored so much runs, but we have strengthened our batting always. That's been the case. So, this I don't agree with this. Like the playing 11 that they have gone throughout the series. What a match winner is warming the bench. A left arm pacer seamer who can give you, who could have given you an extra seam movement and swing on this pitch is not there. So the thing the thinking behind the scene has been really questionable. But yeah, there's no doubt about his white ball credentials. I'm sure India will do well in Asia Cup, but 3-0 at home at against New Zealand, 3-1 Border Gavaskar away, and now if this will go again 3-1, then the serious questions should be asked to the coach. Uh, Coming back to the captain,
but
I think huh,
but Weapon told us yesterday that whatever happens Gautam will not lose his job. What do you have to say about that? Because he said there are other factors in play for because of which he'll not lose his job. Can you explain to us what those factors are?
other factors, maybe there's one thing that I think Gigi bhai can like explain it better. I think transition का एक card होगा, like कि transition है, young
No,
team है, नई team है.
I don't think Dwaipan meant that. He said something else. Can you
अच्छा,
explain?
okay. I mean, I don't know whether I mean, he can explain it better, but I think the other factor, what could be the other factor? I mean, it's very, I mean, will India go to the two coaching tier system? I don't think that will happen. अभी होगा तो पूरा ही मिलेगा. As long as there is like patriotism involved, so he will be there for sure. Uh, like and coming back to this question of Subman Gill, I mean, आप लोगों को I think हाँ ठीक है. I mean, there have been struggle. But there's a very nice video of Sunil Gavaskar doing round, and उसको I mean उससे पूछा जा रहा है कि that he fell short by 20 runs, and it shows like I mean the class of the Mr. Gavaskar has achieved so much. He says that when I scored 774 run, I was the baby of the team, right? No one could have like वो किसी को कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता था मैं चला ना चला, but this 754 means big because he's the leader. So it's like coming from Gavaskar, it means a lot. So मुझे लगता है I think Gill as a batter has done well. As a captain, he's still a work in progress because कभी कभी कप्तानी की नहीं है एंड आईपीएल कैप्टनसी अंडर अंडर आशीष नेहरा इज लाइक आपको uh, हाल में परोस के सब कुछ मिलता है लाइक एवरी व्हाट टू डू व्हाट क्या है नहीं है एंड आईपीएल कैप्टनसी शुड नॉट बी मेजरमेंट स्केल फॉर इंटरनेशनल कैप्टनसी राइट और क्या था मतलब और क्वेश्चन तो मैं थोड़ा ये
नहीं
हो
और
गया
कुछ नहीं था. I'll go
हाँ
to Gigi now. Arvind Atreya says, Gigi, who should be blamed if India lose? Batters and bowlers did their job. You all praised. There's a question for DD, but DD is not there unfortunately. But we'll ask that question to you, Gigi. DD, Washington Sundar should be used as wicket-taking option, not part-timer. His drift is so good, he can get any batsman out. And Rishabh Jha says, that's why I am telling from the beginning, don't play test matches with just two and a half bowlers. You will never ever win test matches. Uh, and यहाँ पर और एक क्वेश्चन है फ्रॉम स्पोर्ट्स फैन. सिराज की तारीफ करो या बुराई, वो कैच छोड़ने के लिए होप इंडिया रैप अप ब्रुक्स विकेट सून, ही कैन मेक यू पे. व्हाट डू यू से गौरव?
वेल ये अप्रोच तो देखिए फॉल्टी है ही. मतलब कुलदीप यादव नहीं खेले एक भी टेस्ट मैच आउट ऑफ द फाइव. That shows that this approach, and that is where you lost out on a genuine wicket taking bowler. And even Arshdeep, as Pratik was talking about, I mean, entire five test matches he didn't play a single game, which I thought was strange. And I think कहीं ना कहीं पर वो selectors और team management का तालमेल नहीं है. Players being picked and not being given chance in a single test match. Abhimanyu story has been well documented. His father is now going to town and to all the media reporters and crying his heart out, very justifiably. It's not easy. मतलब आप इस तरह से बैठ के देख रहे हो कि 10 टेस्ट मैच कंटिन्यूसली हो गया 6 महीने के अंदर, जहाँ की उनके लड़के को चांस नहीं मिला है. तो कहीं ना कहीं ये लड़कों को चांस नहीं मिल रहा है. दैट इज आई मीन स्पेसिफिकली कमिंग टू द bowling attack problem. I think definitely Kuldeep not playing has contributed to hugely to that. And even Washington Sundar has been used very sparingly and very much late in the innings. I know these are green tops, and these are also wickets where spinners are not really. It's not really these are typical Indian akhadas. But फिर भी आप एक मैच में 66 ओवर में लाते हो वॉशिंगटन सुंदर को बॉलिंग कराने. I don't think that's fair. For somebody who really has regularly given us breakthroughs, taken 4 for 22 in that test match that we won. तो वो थोड़ा सा आई थिंक दैट वे थोड़ा सा बैलेंस वो खराब हो रहा है गिल का. और वो थिंकिंग गिल और गंभीर को कहीं ना कहीं वो रिवाइज करनी पड़ेगी. Whether they want, and even Anshul Kamboj just landing up there and playing a test match, and now suddenly everybody discovering that he doesn't even have the pace for international level. So I think these are all bad result of bad planning, and these are things that need to be
Who would
rectified.
you blame if India loses?
I really wouldn't blame anybody. I think this team has done fairly well for me. मैं तो मतलब हमेशा से आपके हर शो में ये कह रहा हूँ कि I really don't think we should indulge in this blame game, because this team has done enough things for us to be encouraged about going into the future. It's not like you have not beaten England since 2007 year. It's not like you have always beaten them and suddenly in this series you're losing in England. Considering that we have so competed really hard, like the last time around. I think last time around also it was 2-all. This time it could be 3-1. It could be 2-2. I mean, in case even if it is 3-1, I don't think we should play the blame game. As Pratik said, Shubman Gill scoring 722 runs in his debut captaincy series. You've got a captain for the next 5-6 years. Yeah, I mean somebody who is now comfortably there in that position, solve that problem for us after Rohit and Virat's test retirements. So I think lots to be encouraged about the way Mohammed Siraj has bowled, the way Akashdeep has emerged as a genuine pace bowling option. And the emergence of Washington Sundar getting. And I think the Ravindra Jadeja question that I keep repeating on the show needs to be answered. Is he a bowler or is he a batsman? Because he's scored 650s. Nobody has scored 650s in England in Test history. I was reading somewhere. Other than I think even not even Gary Sobers. Gary Sobers का रिकॉर्ड उन्होंने तोड़ दिया है. उनके 5 थे, इनके 6 हो गए अब. ठीक है, amazing rescue acts and everything, all that is fine. But where are the wickets, boss? where are the wickets? Where is the typical left arm spinner taking a 4 wicket haul or a 5 wicket haul? That doesn't seem to be happening with him. So how long are you going to do that outside India with him? I know अभी होम सीरीज आ रहा है, वेस्ट इंडीज को वो खा जाएंगे, उसके बाद साउथ अफ्रीका है, साउथ अफ्रीका के अगेंस्ट कुछ 6-7 विकेट ले लेंगे हर एक इनिंग में. लेकिन when you travel abroad, I think Jadeja is a very restrictive and very limited option to use. That
Okay.
hopefully someday, somewhere, people will realize and they will look beyond him and maybe go for somebody like a Kuldeep Yadav. But till
Okay.
then, I mean, I know that he really strengthens the lower order, and that is another big problem that you have. So
Yeah.
towards that, he has been your real rock.
Yeah. Okay. Some more questions and comments. Pratyush, uh, Arvind Atreya says, DD, why after one expensive over, Gill suddenly becomes defensive? Seen it throughout the series. Sports fan says, we are tiring the Pacers in quest for the wickets. We need to mix up pace with some overs of spin. 2022, Arvind Atreya again says, England were 108 for 3 and won by 7 wickets. Here also, 106 for 3. And Arvind Atreya is constantly going and supporting Washington Sundar as well, because he says Washington Sundar is a genuine wicket-taking option. Should use him always, bring him into the attack a lot in this innings. Pratyush, we've seen that England also had just 3 fast bowlers, but theirs was by chance. India's 3 fast bowlers pick was by choice. So just like England's 3 fast bowlers bowled lion-hearted spells, India's will also be pushed to the limit. But India don't have any other option. They don't have a Nitish Kumar Reddy waiting in the wings or a Shardul Thakur waiting to relieve the 3 main fast bowlers. How do you
शार्दुल को
see
तो
this?
bowling, I mean
I'm just saying.
शार्दुल को तो bowling भी नहीं मिली.
हाँ, no, I'm just
But
saying that in terms of it being an option.
hmm, I think it will be a hard job, tough job. That catch drop might cost us, but we need. I mean, in the first inning, also we have seen Mohammed Siraj. There's something about this guy, right? He'll come that spell of 8 over 35 run, 3 wickets. I mean, it was a match. I mean, match-changing spell in the first inning. So I still believe. I mean, I batting Siraj. I mean, if I don't know about Prasidh Krishna, he can't do that holding job, and it's surprising. Like his selection for me was surprising in this test, especially given the fact that it was a green top and mostly, I mean, when ball was doing a bit, you had a left arm seamer in your rank, but like that again, Akashdeep needs to do the holding job, and I believe that Siraj needs to like step up, and he has done, especially in absence of Bumrah, every time he has done that. So maybe I don't know whether it's a tiring leg or not, because everyone is. But Siraj surely has bowled like almost more than 160 overs, right? So this we need to break this partnership in the first 30 to 45 minutes without losing, without I mean getting them off the hook. I mean that should be the key. If we can get to the middle order, you need to remember that they are a batter sort, right? मतलब Chris Wokes नहीं batting करेंगे. So if you could like just get through them, get these two out, and England generally, मतलब we have seen historically कि हथियार डाल देता है जब ऐसे situations आते हैं. And if either these two are going to finish it off, otherwise 1 wicket in, 1 wicket. If we're able to break the partnership, we'll be back in the match.
Yeah. Okay. Gaurav, a question from Arvind Atreyas, but this was directed to Dwaipan, but we'll direct it to you. Didi sir, what will be the future of Karun Nair? Will he get to play against the mighty West Indies? And Ujwal Maurya says 8 over spells are by lunch ke baad bhi ball karani hai. And what else? Sports fan. Where are the spinners? Pacers can't do this all by themselves. DKC also has a question. Do you think Karun and Prasidh, these two names are gone from Indian Test team after this series? I think everybody forgot that Karun was the top scorer in the first innings, and India are in this position because of the 57 that Karun scored. Short memory.
Short memory है, no doubt. Karun scored a fighting 57, but definitely a lot of people have been asking me also about Karun. थोड़े से वो out of shape भी लग रहे हैं, थोड़ा सा girth आ गया उनका around the waistline. एंड थोड़ा सा मतलब उनका सिलेक्शन और एज प्रत्युष से थोड़ा सा मतलब वो है मतलब बिट ऑफ सी आफ्टर 8 years आप कम बैक दे रहे थे उनको और बहुत टफ सीरीज में. So I think that selection call was a bit questionable. I mean, he did not play. I was told today. I also didn't pay attention. He was not there in the Duleep Trophy squad, by the way, last year. Neither was he there in the Irani Cup. As Abhimanyu's father has now pointed out. So जब कहीं नहीं थे और सडनली मतलब उन्होंने विदर्भा के लिए थोड़ा सा अच्छा फॉर्म दिखाया. उसके बाद में वो आई मीन वो भी विजय हजारे में और एक अनबिलीवेबल एवरेज था उनका 752 का. ठीक है, बाकी वो जो चैंपियनशिप विनिंग उसमें बनाया था वो ठीक था. 800-900 रन एक लीडिंग बैट्समैन है वो बनाएगा ही, प्रोफेशनल के तरीके से आया है उस स्टेट के लिए. तो आई 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 एम नाउ बिगिनिंग टू थिंक दैट थोड़ा सा डाइसी सिलेक्शन था वो. ठीक है, इट वाज ऑलवेज गोइंग टू बी रिस्की. एंड देन उनको पहले नंबर 3 पे ट्राई किया, वहां नहीं चले. सॉरी, नंबर 6 पे, फिर उसके बाद में या 5 पे, फिर उसके बाद में नंबर 3 पे लाए गए, वहां पर भी दिक्कत आई. फिर ड्रॉप हो गए. कप्तान बोलते हैं हम नहीं, हमारे को पूरा फेथ है कि करुण अच्छा करेगा. वो फेथ ये दिखता है कि वो ड्रॉप ही हो जाते हैं उस मैच में. फिर उसके बाद में उनको ही प्लेज. देन इन दिस टेस्ट मैच ही इज गिवन अ कमबैक, एंड देन इट डज fairly well in the first innings, but then second innings again looks all at sea. So I don't know this with this inconsistency. But again, how many middle order options we have? Because I don't think the selectors are or the team management in particular are interested in giving the two Mumbai boys, Shreyas Iyer and Sarfaraz Khan, any sort of return ticket to the test team. तो अगर अगर आपका एटीट्यूड वैसा है इन टर्म्स ऑफ कि वो दोनों कुछ भी कर लें डोमेस्टिक क्रिकेट में, हम उन लोगों को वापस नहीं लेंगे. सो देन गुड लक टू देम एंड आई थिंक करुण विल कीप प्लेइंग एंड सो विल साई. तो दैट इज वेयर आई स्टैंड ऑन दैट. I mean, and what were the other questions?
About Prasidh Krishna.
Prasidh, see again, Prasidh does not play. I think I said this on the show yesterday as well or day before. Prasidh does not play a full first class season for Karnataka. He doesn't. He plays in the IPL definitely when he is fit, and uske alawa he plays the odd match for Karnataka. And I think that's not going to help. I keep talking to a lot of domestic bowlers, and they say that the experience of bowling on different wickets throughout the season, different conditions, different opponents, that is what teaches you. इन डोमेस्टिक क्रिकेट की कहाँ पर आपको कैसे बॉलिंग डालनी है, कैसे क्या डिस्मिसल प्लान करना है बैट्समैन का. ही इज डन प्रीटी वेल इन दिस टेस्ट मैच, हैविंग सेड दैट टेकन 4 विकेट्स एंड प्रूव दैट ही शुड हैव प्लेड इन द फोर्थ टेस्ट इंस्टेड ऑफ अंशुल कंबोज. सो वहां तक ठीक है. बट देन आई थिंक ही इज ऑलवेज गोइंग टू सॉर्ट ऑफ स्ट्रगल इन टर्म्स ऑफ कंटेनिंग रन्स एंड ऑल, बिकॉज वो भी एक आर्ट है कंटेनिंग रन्स, एंड दैट हैज आल्सो कम बिकॉज ही इज नॉट प्लेड नॉट कम टू हिम बिकॉज ही इज नॉट प्लेड
Okay, I think we've lost Gaurav there. Okay, we'll take some more questions, Pratyush. Rahul Ballav says England's use of heavy roller and India's bowler serving up inconsistent line and length in front of the baseball onslaught. That's exactly why Team India is on the back foot. The direct hit says even Stevens. Why did we react and open the field as soon as Brook attacked? And direct hit also says गंभीर 2027 तक कहीं नहीं जा रहा.
गंभीर 2027 तक कहीं नहीं जा रहा. नहीं यार, इंडियन क्रिकेट है. आई थिंक यहाँ कोई इंडिस्पेंसेबल ऐसा होता नहीं है. आई रिमेम्बर लाइक कॉलेज में थे एंड एवरीवन सेड दैट वन सचिन विल रिटायर क्रिकेट खत्म हो जाएगा. बट वो नहीं हुआ. देन द सोशल मीडिया, दिस वॉर बिटवीन द सोशल मीडिया फैन को लगा जब रोहित एंड विराट विल गो खत्म हो जाएगा. ऐसा नहीं होता. बहुत आए, बहुत गए, और गौतम गंभीर भी आए. उनसे पहले भी बड़े नाम आए हैं इंडियन कोचिंग सेटअप में. अगर परफॉर्म नहीं करोगे तो ही विल गेट द बूट, आई एम श्योर. हेवी रोलर की बात रही जहां तक, तो वो यार जो टीम बैटिंग कर रही होती है ना बॉस, उसके पास ये रहता है, ऑप्शन होता है कि उसमें मतलब ऐसा कोई, there is no conspiracy theory behind that. And surprisingly, on day two, India took the option of lighter roller, and we got like we lost the last 4 wickets very cheaply. And तो पिच का मैं कहीं पढ़ रहा था, डे 4 एट ओवल इज द बेस्ट टाइम टू बैट फॉर ऑल्सो. काउंटी में भी जितने इधर रन बने हैं, डे 4 बहुत अच्छा रहा है. बट वी हैव, बट बॉलिंग अच्छी नहीं हुई. लेट्स बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट. लाइक आई मीन प्रसिद्ध कृष्णा, ऑल सेड एंड डन, ही कांट कंस्ट्रक्ट एन ओवर. And as Gigi mentioned rightly, he has not gone through that toil of first class cricket. Like he has not played an entire season, let's say 6 or 7 match on the bounce. And Ranji Trophy में अगर आप 6-7 मैच खेल लेते हो ऑन द बाउंस, तो आपका फिटनेस तो उधर टेस्ट हो जाता है। बिकॉज वो there's a travel, this 4-3 day का गैप, there's everything different pitches, वो रिकवरी का टाइम नहीं होता। तो यू आस्क एनी फास्ट बॉलर्स who play in the Ranji setup, they will say कि वो रिकवरी का टाइम नहीं होता। So and India AB, I don't think he has played. India A ka, I mean, the last good product of India A was Mohammed Siraj. When he burst onto the scene, he has played 16 India A matches before making his debut in Australia, in that famous 21-22 series, right? So I mean, there are, I mean, बहुत सारे loopholes हैं, but these are the best we have right now. I mean, team think tank को तो यही लगता है कि these are the best bowlers, best option we have to take 20 wickets. So I mean, you can't question them there, right? Huh.
Yeah, okay. We'll take some more questions and comments. Gaurav is with us again. Arvind Atreya says, can't play with fully tired 5 matches. Siraj plus 6 runs per over. Prasidh and 52 average old ball bowler Akashdeep. Direct hit is very caustic. He says, Prasidh Krishna activate हो गया फिर से आगे डाल ले मेरे भाई. And he also says, looks like the pitch has flattened out. Uh, and Cosmic Seer says Siraj dropped the match. Gaurav, what do you say?
मैं तो बोल ही रहा हूँ कि ये मैच का मुझे बहुत वो मेरी कैच का ड्रॉप कैच का बहुत लग रहा है डर, लेकिन देखिए कैच ड्रॉप है, आई मीन दैट कैन हैपन. यशस्वी जायसवाल ड्रॉप क्वाइट अ फ्यू कैचेस, प्रूव टू बी रियली कॉस्टली in the first test, and then we saw that England dropped quite a few catches of Yashasvi himself. Luck was his with the Yashasvi, and in that innings, and England were very poor in the field. I thought so that can happen. These drop catches and stuff. I mean, you can't go on and on against Siraj for that, especially in a series where he has really bowled his heart and soul out, and taken around what 20 wickets. At despite soldiering on, despite sort of at the other end there being a lack of stability. बुमराह थे नहीं थे, फिर सिर्फ आकाशदीप थे, फिर नहीं थे, फिर दोबारा आ गए. So it hasn't been easy on him. So I can imagine that there will be the odd laps from him as well on the field. So these things do tend to happen, in such a long series. But I hope it doesn't prove to, as I said. But then Harry Brook और chances देंगे. He is somebody who plays a very risky game. अगर आप वो मतलब वो जो रिवर्स स्वीप करके जो छक्का मारा सिराज को था, आई थिंक, तो उससे पता चलता है फर्स्ट इनिंग्स में, उससे पता चलता है कि कितना ज्यादा रिस्क लेके खेलते हैं वो. I mean, I saw him charging down in the first innings or something. So he's somebody who really sort of believes in just taking on the bowling all the time. So he will give you chances. This England set of batters, considering that they stick to the baseball theory, they will give you chances. You just have to grab them. Otherwise, wicket तो बहुत ज़्यादा deteriorate नहीं हुआ. I think Ricky Ponting said that yesterday. Any target less than 350 will be very chaseable on this pitch. So considering the brand of cricket that England have played in and the whole policy of baseball, this should be definitely something that they should be able to chase.
Yeah. Okay. Some more questions. Dip Cloud. This time, Pratyush, who do you think is the key wicket India must target to break England's momentum? Any gut feeling moments where you think the game will turn? And what else is there? Uh, Arvind Atreya says, after winning Asia Cup, everything will go under the carpet like Champions Trophy. What happened with the Champions Trophy? And direct hit as a question. Uh, Sir Graham Swan green tops पे day one डाल के देता था, जाइल्स भी देता था, मुरली विजय bowled for us, सुंदर क्यों नहीं? Okay.
Uh,
Pratyush, who do you think is going to break the momentum? And do you think that once India wins Asia Cup, like Dwaypen says, everything will be forgotten, just like it happened with Champions Trophy?
I think like Asia Cup, we might win. I think we should win. We are very strong and side there. और वो फिर भूल जाएंगे लोग कि क्या हुआ नहीं हुआ. एंड बहुत ऐसे ही मेमोरी, एज जीजी भाई सेड, मेमोरी तो बहुत छोटी है यार हम लोगों की ना. एक आईपीएल मैच हो जाता है फिर सब भूल जाते हैं क्या है नहीं है. एंड in this test, I think कोई momentum break नहीं होगा boss, because they have every England batter can bat. So you need to take all the wickets. मतलब वो कोई नहीं है कि अगर हमने ब्रूक को आउट कर दिया तो then there is जेमी स्मिथ waiting, right? उसके बाद ब्रैडन कार्स, sorry, ये गस एटकिंसन can also bat. everyone can swing. So barring Joshua Tongue, I think everyone can swing. So you need to take all the wickets. That's it. And yes, I think Brook and Root, these two will be the key. If you can get them early, as I said before, England हथियार डाल देगा. But if he'll keep bowling those dollies, जैसा अभी हुआ है, the 16 run over before the lunch, and so it is going to be difficult. And coming back to this, like Asia Cup, we need to, I mean, everyone needs to understand one thing कि हम लोग हमेशा white ball और red ball को mix करते हैं. There has been uh, time जहाँ selection भी किसी का red ball का selection. I think just to give you an example of Karun Nair, ठीक है? I mean, I feel it was unjust to Sarfaraz, but Karun Nair has scored a double century for India, like in a practice game. It's all about कि आपने कहाँ मारा. So he got his fair chance. Maybe in India, we'll see Shreyas Iyer coming back in the fold. I think he should. Shreyas and Sarfaraz, these two, well, they should come back. Karun Nair, maybe, I don't know, he needs to go back again. But coming back again, if in white ball we will win, then again वो सब कुछ भूल जाएंगे. हम पाकिस्तान को ही हरा देंगे इजीली, मुझे मालूम है. तो फिर वो 7 खून माफ वाली बात हो जाती है, 100 खून माफ हो जाता है. तो हमारा तो मतलब हम एंड फिर सब भूल जाएंगे. यस.
Okay. Gigi questions now. Babar Ali says 16 over by that pathetic Krishna, match lost. Babar Ali, GT lobby, Krishna, thanks for this match loss. Direct hit as a direct question for you, Gigi. He says, Gaurav sir, all points agreed, G. But the missed opportunities can be linked to selection of certain players. Not saying was the jita dete per selections questionable. Hai. And Ujwal Moria brings out a link. He says Johnny Bairstow was also dropped early in his innings in Edgbaston 2022, and no Harry Brook. What else is there? So, what do you think? Babar Ali also says useless, pathetic, ghatia, disgusting. That Krishna for you.
यार कृष्णा के साथ पब्लिक ज्यादा ही हार्श हो रही है. एवरीबडी इज फॉरगॉटन दैट ही पिक्ड अप 4 विकेट्स एंड बोल्ड सो वेल इन द फर्स्ट इनिंग्स. आई मीन मैं कह रहा हूँ बार बार वही चीज कि कृष्णा रन्स लीक करते हैं एंड ही इज एराटिक बिकॉज इज नॉट गॉन थ्रू द ग्राइंड ऑफ फर्स्ट क्लास क्रिकेट इनफ. वो इंजर्ड हो जाते हैं हमेशा फर्स्ट क्लास क्रिकेट टाइम पर और वो मेजोरिटी ऑफ द टूर्नामेंट मिस करते हैं. यू नो unless guys like him are made to see, they are not Vakayunus and Wasim Akram or uncut diamonds की suddenly आपने इंटरस्टेट में फेंका और पता चला आपको कि रिवर्स स्विंग करके ये करके और जबरदस्त यॉर्कर मार दे. These are your regular bowlers. They are not, he's got the pace. I understand he's got pace and bounce. But वो मुझे प्रसिद्ध कृष्णा की एबिलिटी पे तभी से थोड़ा सा शक आया जबकि साउथ अफ्रीका में शार्दुल ठाकुर को ड्रॉप करके उनको खिलाया गया कि उनके पास हाइट है, पेस एंड बाउंस निकालेंगे ये वो. ठीक है. एंड ही वाज डिसअपॉइंटिंग इन दैट टेस्ट मैच इफ आई रिमेंबर करेक्टली एंड ही वाज ड्रॉप्ड आफ्टर दैट. ही गॉट इंजर्ड आल्सो. ठीक है. तो वो चीज मेरे को दिखी नहीं उनके अंदर. आईपीएल ही बोल्ड ब्रिलियंटली इन द आईपीएल. Became a very close friend with Siraj and so on and so forth. और obviously क्योंकि वो गुजरात टाइटंस के कैप्टन भी गिल है, शुभमन गिल है, तो गिल knows that how to get the best out of Prasidh and so on and so forth. So, but then I will have my doubts over him. I mean, really, if there's a pool of fast bowlers being made and all that, then Prasidh really needs to step up. Otherwise, because see, the team management doesn't have too much confidence in him. कि वरना उनको उन्हीं को खिलाया जाता लास्ट मैच में, ना कि दिस गाय अंशुल कंबोज. और फिर वो पूरा वो जो हुआ 110 की स्पीड पे अंशुल कंबोज ने डाला और उसके बाद ही एज अ लास्ट रिजॉर्ट कृष्णा को वापस कम बैक दिया गया. I thought in the light of all this, they could have tried Arshdeep in this test match. And Arshdeep not being there again, Arshdeep was an IPL pick, a white ball pick. Not played enough of first class cricket, not done enough. I think they need to go to guys like who sort of play in most tournaments domestic cricket. They feature in most matches. Have been taking wickets for the past 2-3 years. उस तरह के bowlers के पास उनको selectors को उनको chances देने चाहिए. Rather than go to somebody like Prasidh who will not have an idea right now how to control the game as a third bowler, of of the attack. He's not the leading bowler of the attack, so he will never win. So वो थोड़ा सा issues हैं उनके साथ में, and I think until he sorts it out, and he's obviously not in batting तो कुछ contribute करेंगे नहीं, fielder भी poor है, so then you are getting very limited amount of package with him.
Okay. Dip Clown question. He says, "How do you think that drop will affect Siraj's mindset, especially since he's been India's top wicket taker? Should Shubman Gill have placed a more experienced fielder in that position?" Babar Ali says, "Gautam, okay." Uh, yeah, yeah. Request to all the subscribers: just post your question just once. If you keep posting the questions again and again or commenting again and again, it becomes very difficult to sift through all the comments and questions. Ujjwal Maurya has a question. Is in first three tests, wickets were flatter compared to what we get in India. Karun should have scored more. And Ujjwal Maurya also says, and everyone criticized Harshit Rana's selection after just one bad match. Uh, what do you have to say, Pratyush, about Siraj's mindset? Whether there should have been a better
The
fielder there?
I think it's unfair to question Mohammad Siraj's mindset. I think he has taken some excellent. I mean, he has done some, like, he has taken good catches also. ठीक है, हो गया, but knowing Siraj what he has done in the series, there is always a scope of comeback, right? We have seen that over and over again. So that's one thing. Uh, Second था क्या था एक और, like,
About the fact that the first three test matches, the pitches were flat
हाँ,
and Karun should have scored more.
like again, you एक तरीके से, like, you have to see uh, करुण नायर को कैसे यूज किया गया, like first test number 6, then number 3, थोड़ा, and coming back after 8 years, 9 years, it's not that easy. आपको एक रोल डिफाइन करके देना पड़ेगा कि what you are looking at. So वो, I, and everything that every time I listen to this coach, India's former, even former coaches and captain, take safe environment, longer ropes, everything goes for a toss. The moment you, I mean, again, like, I don't want to go back. Sarfaraz, after scoring 150, two bad innings, and he has so on the door, right? तो मतलब आप ऐसे नहीं कर सकते किसी के साथ भी. अभी अगर उसने, if he has not performed well, we are forgetting that he has batted well in the first inning. But again, वही है. I mean, it's just his in scoring runs in a Vijay Hazare is different. Yes, he has done well रणजी ट्रॉफी, बट दिस अ कैच. रणजी ट्रॉफी का अच्छा सीजन वो होता है जो वसीम जाफर या मयंक अग्रवाल का हुआ था. और सरफराज है, लाइक, वो दरवाजा तोड़ देना, 1500 रन, 1600 रन, 800 रन, 900 रन. इफ यू आर प्लेइंग, गोइंग, टीम इज गोइंग टिल फाइनल, इफ एंड यू आर अ टॉप ऑर्डर बैटर, तो वो श्योर शॉट है आपका, वो होगा ही. बट अगेन, लाइक, उसमें उन्होंने इंडिया ए के साथ जो डबल सेंचुरी किया, दैट प्रूव टू बी लाइक द की, जो सेलेक्टर्स को लगा, एंड प्लस काउंटी एक्सपीरियंसेस एंड ऑल. पिचेस यार फ्लैट तो रहे हैं. आई मीन, देयर इज नो डाउट अबाउट दैट. दैट्स द बेसबॉल का नैरेटिव, कि हमें, मतलब, विल जस्ट स्कोर सो क्विकली कि हम किसी भी टीम को ओवर पावर कर देंगे. दैट्स दे हैव सेलिब्रेटेड इट सिंस द टाइम ब्रेंडन मैकलम हैज टेकन ओवर. बट चैलेंजिंग पिचेस भी रहे हैं. लॉर्ड्स का पिच वाज ट्रिकी. आई थिंक इन मैनचेस्टर एट ओल्ड ट्रैफर्ड, इंग्लैंड ने बॉलिंग अच्छी नहीं की. दैट वन स्पेल ऑफ बेन स्टोक्स, where suddenly लगा कि पिच से जहर निकल रहा है, everything was happening, but rest the bowlers, they didn't bowled well. So I mean, it has been a balance, बराबर ही रहा है. but अगर आप, if you go back कि इंग्लैंड में कैसे पिचेस होते थे, I think Chandresh sir, you could answer better. मुझे 2002 भी याद है. I think कुछ कुछ बहुत ही flat pitches थे. I was very young. Even in 2007, batting that Headingley, uh, the pitches were like quite flat. So 2018 was tough, 2014 was tough, 2021 was like, again, pitches were dicey because they had the bowler, the Broad and Anderson duo. अभी उनके पास वो नहीं है, तो वो अपने स्ट्रेंथ को बैक कर रहे हैं. जैसे हम घर में अपने स्ट्रेंथ को बैक करते हैं कि भाई अखाड़ा बनाओ, एंड अश्विन जडेजा अक्सर दे विल लाइक टेक 20 wickets inside 2.5 days.
Okay. Sri Ram also has a question for Pratyush. He says, "Dear Pratyush, somebody scores 319 in one innings and it's flat track, but other scores 700 on flat track in 6 innings and 40 in 4 innings on challenging pitches, but it's a great score. Why double standard?"
हमारा स्टैंडर्ड तो नहीं होता है यार. आई मीन, अगेन, आपको अभी हमने अर्लियर भी मेंशन व्हाट गावस्कर सेड अबाउट सुमन गिल. लाइक, ये रन तो बनाना पड़ता है ना भाई. मतलब अगर अगर आपको फ्लैट पिच पे भी, अगर यू आर स्कोरिंग 250, तो आपको रन तो बनाना पड़ेगा. रन स्कोरिंग इज एन आर्ट. कितना भी पिच है, फ्लैट है, अगर आप 70 80 100 करके आउट हो जा रहे हो, तो दैट्स दैट्स नॉट कूल, राइट? अगर रन, आई थिंक रन स्कोरिंग इज एन आर्ट, दैट्स व्हाट आई फील। आई मे बी कंप्लीटली रॉन्ग, बट फ्लैट पिच हो या फिर कहीं का, यहाँ पे बहुत मुश्किल पिच हो, तो रन स्कोरिंग तो आना चाहिए। अगर वो आपको रन बनाने नहीं आता, दिस वन थिंग आई लाइक मोस्ट अबाउट सरफराज खान इज दैट उसको रन बनाने आता है। वो Rishabh Pant also, he knows how to score run, be it on the flat pitch or on a dicey track. So I think you should, I mean, give credit to this guy. He's 25. Yes, he has struggled with ball जहाँ पे move हुआ है, but again उसने run भी किए हैं. That 100 at Old Trafford, ठीक है, couple of chances and all, but उसने किया है, उसने run किया. You need to cut some slack.
Okay, some more questions. DKC, questions for you, Gaurav. Losing 3-0 to New Zealand, 3-1 to Australia, and looks like 3-1 to England. What would you comment about this? And Ujwal Maurya says Harry Brook thrives on dropped catches. What else? And Dip Clown says, do you expect the pitch to deteriorate further post lunch, or has it settled enough to make batting easy? Given the reduced grass cover and dry surface, is it time to bring spinners like Jaddu and Washi? Gaurav?
I don't think the pitch will be too sort of spinner friendly or too bowler friendly, क्योंकि वो बेसबॉल का पूरा टेम्पलेट ही वही है कि आप फोर्थ इनिंग्स में एक डिसेंट टारगेट चेज कर सकते हो। ये 370 उन्होंने पहले भी 370 ऑड पहले भी चेज किया है बर्मिंघम में 22 में, एंड देन इन द फर्स्ट टेस्ट एट लीड्स। सो दे हैव द फायर पावर, बट अगेन they don't have Ben Stokes their time this time, their regular captain who has been integral to these chases. So वो थोड़ा सा देखना पड़ेगा that how do they counter that, this thing, how do they fill in that hole. Otherwise, I think their wickets don't deteriorate now enough, and that target will be pretty chaseable. Or क्या मैं भूल गया, sorry, this thing, the other question.
The other question was uh, whether what's that question? Yeah, Harry Brook thrives on dropped catches, and he says that 3-0 to New Zealand, 3-1 to Australia, and likely 3-1 now to England. What do you have to say?
See, these are all different results. Your 3-0 against New Zealand happened also, and 3-1 to Australia, because of your two greats, batting greats, Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma. Both were in absolutely horrible form, and they were going nowhere with their batting form, and that was contributing to the team's poor results, because the one guy was opening the innings, the other was coming at number four, and both were a complete pale shadow of their glorious past. So that really contributed, I think, to these two. And one was captaining the team, Rohit Sharma. जब कप्तानी खुद ही रन नहीं बनाता, खुद ही he's struggling for form, it becomes very difficult to carry along the rest of the team. And I thought that's what we saw against New Zealand at home, and then also New Zealand against New Zealand at home. The whole strategy to make turning tracks really backfire. I mean, these are really poor tracks. Unfortunately, ICC chairman जो है वो हमारे यहाँ तो ICC wickets को ठीक से rate नहीं कर पा रहा है. Otherwise, I thought both the tracks at Pune and Mumbai, they deserve to be sanctioned, because ढाई दिन में दोनों जगह मैच खत्म हो गया with spinners ruling the roost. Washington Sundar आए, और तुम्हारा ये उनके कौन वो लेफ्ट आर्म स्पिनर थे जो थर्ड टेस्ट में खेले भी नहीं, वो चले गए, एंड मिचेल सैंटनर, एंड देन इन द थर्ड टेस्ट you had Ajaz Patel, running through us like anything. These are not spinners who really sort of, take 7 8 wickets anywhere else in the world. So I guess it was also a case of poor wickets, which we panicked after, getting all out of some 46, 47 at Bangalore, in the first test. So we were perhaps a bit overconfident also going into that New Zealand series. In Australia, I thought we started pretty well. But then again, the regular captain Rohit Sharma came back, and after that, nothing went right for us. Then lots of allegations, counter allegations, story leak हो गया. Dressing room में गौतम गंभीर ने क्या बोला वो leak हो गया. This, that, and there was this whole campaign against Sarfaraz and everything. So I guess lots of things too. But हाँ, वहाँ पर एक चीज clear हो गई कि अब आपको जो है एक नई टीम बनानी पड़ेगी, एक न्यूक्लियस बनाना पड़ेगा. And I was pretty confident that Rohit will not go to England, and that's what I was told. And even Virat was under pressure. I could not write it, unfortunately, because the sources were not right from the top level. But then I knew that this change was coming, and then this change did eventually come. And in England, we were, I thought, far better organized, and I think I can see an improvement curve. And I still believe that Gautam Gambhir is the best man to lead the transformation, come what may. I do criticize him for a lot of his policies and moves, but a lot of his moves have come
Yeah,
through as well. Varun Chakravarti को white, especially white ball cricket में अगर आप देखोगे, वरुण चक्रवर्ती को लाना, कम बैक देना, यहाँ पर शुभमन गिल को कैप्टन आना इंग्लैंड टूर के लिए,
yeah,
giving a chance to guys like Akashdeep, sticking
yeah,
to Siraj for all 10 test matches across. I
yeah,
mean, he wasn't really coming out. He didn't come out with flying colors after the Australia tour, but here
yeah.
in England, he has vindicated that faith in his abilities. You know,
Absolutely.
so a lot of good things have happened with Gauti being around. Washington
Yeah,
Sundar ko comeback dena. Washington Sundar came out of nowhere when
yeah.
he was given that comeback, and today he is a genuine all-round
Absolutely.
option that we have. Sticking to
Absolutely.
Ravindra Jadeja, so a lot of good things have happened in this
Yeah,
whole phase of Gauti, and that's why I believe that results alone don't matter. We have not.
absolutely.
I mean, in Australia, when we beat Australia twice, it was a great achievement under Ravi Shastri,
Yeah,
and Virat Kohli, and Ajinkya Rahane. But those were
yeah.
inspiring wins and exceptions. By and large, we have
Absolutely.
done pretty well.
Okay. The post-lunch session has started. Prasidh Krishna has begun the proceedings, and there's a boundary of the very fourth delivery post-lunch. And the scores moved along to 170. The target's now 204. They need 204 more runs to win. Gentlemen, thanks a lot for joining us today. And we'll be back tomorrow or later today, depending on what happens in this test match. We'll see you very soon. Thanks a lot for your time, Pratyush and Gaurav, and to everybody watching us right now. Remember, like, share, subscribe, comment, and be part of the conversation right through this India tour of England. Just a few more hours to go in this series. It's been an enthralling series. You keep joining and keep being part of this conversation. That's it for today. It's goodbye and God bless from the three of us plus our back end team. We'll see you soon. Goodbye.